Okay. We're watching a game. The most disgusting game I think I've ever played. Mew, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what I did. So just
I don't know why you would bully him like that.
just to give some backstory, this is ranked, okay? And I'm trying to climb into the top 5. So I'm just playing like a scumbag. But I want to analyze this game in particular to just showcase how disgusting MUI is.
It's just how strong zoning is in general.
With
he was
sparking.
a pretty good player. Last I checked, he was in like top 100. So he's a pretty good player.
Yes, he got his mechanics down. Like he super countered so much this game, but it did not matter. It did not matter. Sparking and Airfist and just zoning, it's too overwhelming.
Zoning is way too strong, and sparking in general is just way overbloated. It just gives you too much stuff.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He had a team that really couldn't handle it too well, like 19. Like her sucky suck or whatever, where she takes away your key and like heals or whatever. It's like, oh, you're doing that? Let me Airfist you.
I mean, it's not an optimal team, but I feel like 8 or 19 is not like a bad character. So the fact that you can only compete with like top level characters against this is pretty stupid.
Yeah, it is absolutely ridiculous.
Because they're not even like a bad. I'd say in terms of like mid tier, they're probably higher in mid tier compared to a lot of characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like an android will always be an android, but this just shows how crazy MUI is as just a character on his own. Where no matter what you do, he just overwhelms you. Here we're gonna watch Mew just do the best he can trying to stop this, but it just doesn't matter. Just count the super counters.
I'm just gonna count the super counters because you should be rewarded for hitting super counters. 2, 3.
Seven, 8.
That's 9.
Oh, was it 9? 10.
10.
It's just ridiculous. I think at this point, like, I tried to super counter back, but the timing was messed up. I wasn't doing it as much. He was doing it so much because he was used to the timing.
Alright, pause it right there.
Okay, let me get that.
That was 18 super counters. Keep in mind, super counter is the hardest mechanic in the game. Basically, you have like a 3-frame window for super counter. It's very small. And he's playing Raccoon. Raccoon has 4.5 bars of health, so he has much higher than average health, and he has one of the highest defense stats in the game. Super countering 18 times throughout the course of sparking, as well as the full bar you get post sparking. Shromer also gained like 2.5 stocks, those blast stocks, the blue bars. Mm-hmm. He gained 2.5 of those through this, which is over half of a sparking.
Yep, which means I could just go back into it.
Yep, which
instantly.
means if MUI gains 6 stocks, so if he was at max stocks, he'd literally just back-to-back sparking. And it shouldn't be 18 super counters to counter sparking shouldn't be a requirement in this game. The fact that during Vanish Wars your sparking meter slows down, like it pauses, is insane. That should not be, you should not be rewarded that much to be in sparking, a mode that already gives you buffs. You do more damage when you're in sparking mode. You gain more, you have more defense in sparking mode. A lot of characters have super armor in sparking mode. And not only that, you also can use Key Blast, Dragon Dashes, High Speed Dragon Dashes, and Z-Burst Dashes for free.
Infinitely until the thing runs out. And not on some characters, like I don't think MUI has it, but somebody like Beast Gohan, they have like super armor, like Broly, when they're in sparking, which it just makes it easier for them to put you in knockback chains or just hit you with raw ults. It's super broken. We talked about it in our State of the Game video. Like for example,
and the tier list. This is we always talk about it because this is how the meta is right now.
Yeah, super countering and sparking, specifically for knockback chains, it should decrease the counter of knockback chains that you can get. This is a prime example of it just being so broken, where super counter me 18 times, and all it did was give me an advantage when he was doing it because it was just resetting the knockback chains, meaning I could do more damage. It is absolutely busted.
And he's right back into sparking. Because of how knockback chains work, there was no way he could stop this other than revenge countering. And the bad part about revenge countering is, one, for those who don't know, you can super counter revenge counter. You can super counter that.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can just perception it.
Yeah, there's just
meaning
so
if he just predicts that he's gonna revenge counter, he just knocks him right back, and he's back in square one where he's just gonna fucking spark again.
Yeah, there's just no like negative to being in sparking. There should be at least one. I think it should. If once you're done with it, it should put you at half key, not full key again if you don't use your ultimate. That's my take on it. And super countering should reset knockback, or shouldn't reset knockback chains. It should count as the knockback chain, or maybe even take one away.
Yeah, I would. So like, if average characters have 3 knockbacks for the vanishes, if you super counter, that should be 1 gone. So let's say you guys hit like 3 super counters, the next time you hit, you can't vanish them.
Yeah.
So that would be a good way to balance knockback chains, because knockback chains are just way too strong.
Mm-hmm. They do so much damage.
Yeah, they do so much damage, and it's not even just for high DP characters. It's for every character in general.
Yeah, but specifically for like high DPs, don't they do more damage on knockbacks like MUI? Like I think with a full knockback chain, you could do upwards of like 12k on an MUI, which is just ridiculous. And if they super counter, it just keeps going. You do like ult damage, just knockback chains.
Yes, you do way too much damage for pretty much something that has no risk. If you're in sparking, it has no risk. If you're not in sparking, it has some level of risk. But for a lot of these characters, you gain resources. Yeah. So it doesn't really put you in that big of a risk.
It just perpetually puts you in a sparking loop. Like with the stock gain, I'm able to just go straight into sparking mode again with an Insta Spark, or if I don't want to, I can just put Wild Sense. And if I have 3, I can put Wild Sense and just charge into sparking like an Insta Spark. Like, it's crazy.
Because you get knocked back, he can just charge. He doesn't even need to go into Insta Spark.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does he... Because Dragon Burst Dash is expensive here, now it costs 2. Shromer isn't even hitting a lot of super counters here, but in either a different game or a different connection, if he Dragon Burst dashed while he was charging into sparking, he could just super counter him first hit. Meaning he's at full key, and you just wasted 2 key bars Dragon Dashing him.
Yeah, it's just crazy what you can do with these types of characters. I want to point out what happens right here with MUI real quick. Just I want you to look. With the Airfist. I don't know if it was just Mew not pressing something or just the wall messing it up, putting MUI into some sort of infinite. Just watch what happens in a minute. It's absolutely crazy with the Airfist on the wall.
It's probably just the wall.
Watch. Right here. Or I think it's here. In a couple seconds. Let me get sparking real quick, just to be safe.
You just gotta make sure.
Yeah.
Make sure you're
right here.
You're gonna win the game. Oh yeah, he's hitting the wall.
Yeah.
Oh no. He tried revenge countering.
Yep, but you can't. He's dead. MUI.
Yeah. For people who say that MUI is not that busted, for people that say zoning is not that busted, it is. And keep in mind, he isn't even being as mean as he could be. You can be meaner.
Yeah.
This is not like the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, no, MUI, like, if you're good at zoning with MUI, you could do what I'm doing, plus just not even getting close, like, ever. Some people master zoning on MUI. I'm not that great at it, but it just shows how easy it is.
If you're, like, Elwa is probably one of the better zoners that we know of. He's ranked, like, 4 on the leaderboard. And if you're, Elwa is able to basically win 90% of his games with minimal fighting, like actual like pressing the punch button, the square button, just very minimally. Most of his damage comes from key blasts and knockback chains. which is not how the game should be played. Not trying to at Elwa.
You know,
This is ranked.
Elwa's a great player. Like I
Even-
lab with him all the time. He doesn't. It's not like he crutches on this. Like it's ranked. I understand. I'm doing it too.
Yeah.
It's just the optimal
We're not
way
trying
to
to
do
at Elwa because even without MUI, he is crazy. Elwa is for sure a top 10 player without MUI.
Yeah.
For sure. But this is just an example of just how busted, how strong zoning is in knockback chains and sparking.
And special
And
key
this
blast.
is the reason why MUI is so busted, is because he does all of these things very well.
He has everything. He literally has
He has
everything
everything
in
you
his kit.
want.
The only thing he doesn't have is super armor and sparking. But you know, if he did, that'd be crazy. But
He's already like the best character in the game. You don't give him Bandai. Don't give him super armor and sparking.
Yeah, I mean, he has the auto dodge, which I guess is a pseudo super armor. But
It's better than super armor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I know. I just wanted to. I saved this clip specifically to just show everyone how absolutely busted MUI is. Like, if you were to watch an MUI mirror match, it's kind of similar to where it's just air fist, charge key blast, air fist, charge key blast. Who gets into sparking
It's
first?
just
It's a race to
it's pretty
sparking.
much whoever gets into sparking first and whoever has key advantage more. Because as soon as you get to 4 bars, the other person can never go into insta spark because you can punish them by a teleport.
Yeah.
There's
crazy.
an interesting YouTube video out there of a singles tournament, and 90% of players played MUI. Like 1 or 2 played Gogeta or Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and 1 person played Android 17 from Super. And the game essentially was 95% zoning and teleport supers. And these are top level players.
Yeah, and in DP, like, people usually just do that with Yajirobe, so it's just MUI and MUI, Yajirobe and Yajirobe. And it's just timing out and who can get in sparking, who can do more damage between the 2 characters. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Which is why I just wanted to talk about the Bandai tournament that got canceled. I think it was a really stupid format of a tournament because
the tournament format was so bad. Whoever won it was not the best player in the world.
It's who got the
because
best character.
The rules were so bad.
Yeah, it was a region-based and or country-based, right? Country or region? Country.
It was country-based.
Yeah, and certain nations got a particular character as their lead character. Just to put into perspective, I forget which nation it was, but one region got Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, which is ass. And then another region got MUI Goku. Who do you think is gonna win that? Like, it's stupid. But going back to the point, MUI is broken. MUI needs to change.
I can find what all the characters that they got, because I think it's US East. I think it might be US East that got MUI.
Was it? No, I thought it was like I thought it was a European country.
Oh no, it was
Wasn't it like France?
It's France. France got MUI.
Yeah.
US East got Mystic Gohan or Ultimate Gohan, which is pretty rough. US West did get Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which is good. UK got Blue Gita, which is crazy. Mexico got Golden Frieza,
Decent, but not
which
great.
is decent. Spain got Super Saiyan Future Trunks.
I mean, good, but like, can he compete?
Which is crazy that he is being put on here with other characters. I don't know what region this is, but another region got Baby, and then Japan got Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks.
Yeah, it's funny.
Like, all these characters are good, but there's a very, very big disparity between all these characters.
It should have just been.
There's essentially just like a big tier gap between like MUI and Blue Gita, which MUI is actually his own tier. MUI, then Blue Gita, in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then like every other character. Like the tier gap is so massive.
But you know they decided to do the format of that tournament that way, where it's like, okay, let's just give one nation the best character in the game and another one Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. But
it's
whatever, it got
they
canceled.
gave it to France. I thought they would have.
Yeah, they're the ones that like
given
expose it. Like they expose the game with the androids. But whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's beyond what the video is about right now, but I just wanted to make this video to showcase how broken MUI is, and specifically the
And
things that
zoning
MUI can
and
do.
sparking.
Yeah, sparking, knockback chains, MUI, and just, you know, just gross.
For the game to be in a healthy state, these things need to get nerfed. Zoning needs to get nerfed either by adding movement or like nerfing the special key blast in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Sparking needs hard nerfs. Sparking is not healthy for the game whatsoever.
No.
Because a lot of games really devolve into sparking fests.
Yep. All it is.
And knockback chains. They're just way too strong, and they're also just not fun and interactive. They're very unskillful in terms of like a way to win.
Yeah, it's just who can get there faster. But yeah, I guess that's about it. Make sure to check out our State of the Game video. It should be up by the time this video is up. And if you want to learn more about the characters, specific characters and their interactions, check out our other tier lists. I'll link
We
those
have
down
3
below.
tier list videos.
Yes. And
I would
we go in
recommend
depth.
I would recommend watching the first 2 parts. I know they don't have Beast Gohan and they don't have Orange Piccolo. They don't have the DLC characters in there. But most of what we said in the first parts of our tier list, we didn't change much in terms of the DLC patch. Not much has honestly changed. So if you just want to get like where everyone is, watch the 3rd part. You know, that'll tell you where everyone is. But if you actually want to know why each character is where they are, the first 2 parts go in depth in every single character.
Mm-hmm.
We do skip over a few of them that are really, really bad.
Yeah,
But
like the Doria.
99% of the characters we go in depth about.
Yep. So make sure to check those out and let us know what else you want to see. So I'll see you guys next time. Later.
See you guys.